finding vocalists. The best and the most organic and bio way of collaborating with any artist is creating relationships. Simply making friends. Collab bro is a meme already. Don't do it. At least when you're serious about working with them. So now question is, how do you make friends? And that's something you should take care of by yourself now, but making right friends starts with finding right people. Before starting to find people, think of people you already know. I'm sure that you know some girl from school or college that sings better than you. Maybe that would be a start of a nice relationship, not only music related. Maybe you would have a cool reason to hit them up. But now when you have run out of relatives, there are a couple of ways of doing that. As we said already, the best way is finding a vocalist and making relationship. And more technically speaking, that's how my process would look like. I would go on Instagram and search for tag vocalist, cover song, rapper, singer, songwriter, singing, etc. That's quite time consuming, but the results are way better than you may think. I would hit up a vocalist who appeals to me, say that their work is great, ask how long they do it, if they take singing seriously, maybe ask if they have their own music release already. You'll for sure feel if they are willing to make friends, but don't do that if you're not willing to do it with love. Be genuine. When actually doing anything in life, be genuine. Don't fool people that you like their work only to get free samples. Alright, after that you can show them your work. Maybe say that you think they would fit perfectly into it. If they would, of course. Propose that if they have a spare easy lyrics, you will be happy to maybe in the end release it with them and give credentials on Spotify, etc. Also, speaking of collaborating in general, don't be afraid to share your productions with others. We tend to want us to be signed under the whole production, but that's completely unnecessary. If you release 3 banger songs in which you are as the collaborating producer, it will bring you way more success than 3 decent only your productions. Also, for vocalists, try maybe searching on accounts that promote rappers or vocalists. Also maybe just search for somebody who attends local music school. That's a goldmine for talents, and I know what I'm saying. Alright, second step. Let's say you can't find any good vocalists on Instagram. My step would be now dependent on if I really need something 100% unique or if I can take a vocal from a sample pack. If I need 100% unique stuff and can't find anybody to make friends with, I would decide to hire a vocalist. There are quite few sites for doing that. For example, Vocalizer, Sound Better, Voclio, Ergex, and maybe even your local Craigslist. That one can be the best option actually, because of course you can be together in the studio, discuss, help and work together. And one more I would say would be the most common, which is Fiverr. And I would not trust this site with digital marketers and stuff like this, but with foolproof work such as singing, that will work for sure. There's this advantage of hiring vocalists that they will most likely have a decent environment to record, such as a good mic, acoustically treated room, etc. And now here comes the samples. And as you might know already, the most common subscription service for samples, there are thousands of new samples every week with tons of great vocal acapellas. Search for vocal acapellas sample pack on Google and I'm sure you will find something fitting your needs. The only downside is that it was cool 1 or 2 years ago. Now when a big label sees a vocal sample, there's a big no. Usually. But for learning purposes, there's nothing better than using those vocal acapellas. Remember that vocal makes your track 5 times more interesting. But also, songs with vocals don't work everywhere. In something like YouTube videos background, less interesting doesn't always mean worse. Why, for example, in techno or melodic house, you rarely hear vocals? Because they want you to take you to trance. But that's a talk for a different time. I'm sure that at this point, getting vocals to your song will be straightened out.